Welcome back to the channel. Today, I'm sharing 3 stories that will make you question everything you thought you knew about love and loyalty. These aren't just stories, they're real betrayals. Let's dive in. Story 1. He proposed to me while dating my best friend. My name is Rachel, I'm 29, and I'm originally from Chicago. This story begins with what I thought was the happiest moment of my life, a proposal, and ends with one of the worst betrayals I've ever experienced. Alex and I had been together for nearly 4 years. He wasn't just my boyfriend. He was my safe place. The kind of man who made morning coffee just the way I liked it, who listened when I cried about work, who made me laugh when I took life too seriously. We lived together for 2 years in a cozy apartment in Lincoln Park, and everyone, and I mean everyone, expected a proposal soon. Then there's Chloe, my best friend since college. We met freshman year, bonded over heartbreak and hangovers, and became sisters. She was in every major moment of my life: birthdays, breakups, promotions. She was supposed to be my maid of honor one day. We used to joke about raising our kids together. Alex proposed to me on a cool September evening by the lake. He rented a tiny wooden gazebo covered in string lights and flower petals. I cried instantly. It was like something out of a movie. That night, I FaceTimed Chloe first. She screamed with joy. She said she knew it was coming. She even started talking about planning the bachelorette trip. But then, things got weird. Chloe started becoming distant. Short replies. Canceled brunch plans. One time she said she was too busy with work, but later I saw she'd posted a selfie in my neighborhood. Something felt off. A week later, I went to upload our engagement pictures to Alex's laptop. As I opened the browser, I saw an email notification from Chloe. The subject line? Can't stop thinking about last night. I froze. I clicked. And my entire life shattered. There were messages. So many. Pictures. Conversations that dated back over 2 years. While I was crying on Alex's shoulder during a miscarriage, he was sneaking off to be with her. When Chloe brought me soup during that time, she had just been in his bed. I didn't scream. I didn't cry. I just documented everything. Then I threw them an engagement party. Everything looked perfect. Music, food, people. Everyone's smiling. I asked Alex and Chloe to give a toast together. They looked confused, but went along with it. Then I grabbed the mic before we toast. I have a little video to share. I played a presentation, screenshots, emails, voice notes. Chloe's voice saying Rachel would die if she knew what we were doing. The room went silent. Chloe ran out first. Alex followed. I stayed. People came up to hug me, some just stood in shock. I smiled, because for the first time in a long time, I felt free. I moved out 2 weeks later, blocked both of them, started therapy. And you know what? Betrayal didn't break me. It introduced me to the version of me that takes no sh*T. Story 2. He got me pregnant, then blocked me. I'm Alicia, I'm 28, and I live in Austin, Texas. This is the story of the man who turned my life upside down and made me realize I could survive anything. I met Jason when I was 26. He was a 30-year-old real estate agent with a $1 million smile and enough charm to disarm anyone. We met at a networking event. He offered to walk me to my car, cliché, I know, but it worked. We hit it off fast. Dinners, road trips, weekends in wine country. He met my family. My mom loved him, said he was marriage material. He told me he wanted 3 kids and a house with a big backyard. We used to joke about what kind of dog we'd get first. After 1.5 years of dating, I got pregnant. Total accident. I stared at that test for 10 minutes in disbelief. I was scared, overwhelmed, and shaking when I told him. But Jason hugged me, said, "Whatever happens, I'm here." He kissed my belly, said he'd always dreamed of being a dad. 2 weeks later, he left for a business trip to Houston. That night, I texted him a picture of the ultrasound. Delivered. Not read. Next day? Blocked. Everywhere. I couldn't reach him. His office said he was on extended leave. My stomach dropped. So I searched him on Facebook. And that's when I found Sarah. His wife. They had 2 kids. She had a whole album called Family Life, filled with matching outfits, Disneyland trips, Sunday pancakes. My heart shattered. I messaged her. Not out of spite, out of desperation. She called me crying. Said I wasn't the first. Said she was done. She left him. And me? I raised my son alone. Jason tried to reach out months later. I didn't answer. Because he made a choice to vanish. Now my son is almost 2. He's the light of my life. And every time he laughs, I know that no man will ever define my worth again. He didn't just leave a pregnant woman. He left a queen who learned she could build her own kingdom. Story 3. She slept with my dad. On my birthday. My name is Josh. I'm 26, and this story still makes people gasp when they hear it. Emily and I dated for 3 years. We met in college, she was in my psychology class, and made a sarcastic comment during a lecture that cracked me up. She was bold, passionate, always the loudest laugh in the room. My mom loved her. My dad really loved her. They divorced when I was 20. My mom moved to Florida, and my dad, 52, moved back into his condo. Emily would sometimes stop by with me to check in on him. I thought she was just being sweet. You know, like a future daughter-in-law. But I noticed something strange. She got really close to him. Laughed at his jokes too hard. Touched his shoulder during conversations. I told myself I was paranoid. Then, on my 24th birthday, I decided to surprise everyone. I left work early, picked up my cake, and drove straight home. The house was quiet when I walked in. No decorations. No people. Just the faint sound of music, upstairs. And then I heard moaning. My stomach dropped. I walked upstairs slowly, clutching the cake box. Opened the bedroom door. And there they were. Emily. In bed. With my father. I stood there frozen. Cake in one hand. Shock in my eyes. Emily gasped. My dad didn't even flinch. I dropped the cake. Chocolate splattered across the floor, just like the pieces of my heart. I left. Didn't say a word. Later that night, I called my mom. She cried. Said she always had a bad feeling. The next day, I posted a picture of the smashed cake with the caption, "Some people bring you cake on your birthday. Others destroy it." Emily tried calling. My dad sent an email saying emotions are complicated. I never replied. I moved out, started therapy, and slowly rebuilt myself. Now, 2 years later, I'm dating someone new. Someone honest. Someone who doesn't flirt with my family. Because love shouldn't feel like betrayal. And family should never be your competition. If you made it to the end, thank you. I hope these stories reminded you that sometimes, the people closest to us are the ones who hurt us the most. But healing? That part's up to you. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment your thoughts below. See you in the next one.